Let us live through you. I'm trying to live through you. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Kanye is a genius, man. You know, you'd be excited to be around a guy like that with great energy, the culture of rap, fashion. So it's great to be around an icon. You know, we don't take it for granted. Creative genius. So.
What makes Kanye special?
Well, he just got the mindset, work ethic, creativity.
I got a lot in common.
But you say I'm crazy?
You say that again?
What you trying to say? I'm crazy?
Wait a minute. Oh, you see how that energy kind of switch up for a second? Now, interesting. That's interesting, right? How, you know, just that one comment that Brandon Marshall made, I would say that Antonio Brown took about 2 or 3 logical leaps. They were logical, but he took about 2 or 3 leaps based upon what Brandon Marshall said. So that's kind of like a game of, you know, just take this for yourself too. One of the best games you can play when you're having like disagreements with people is I said this, you heard what? Because a lot of times somebody can say something and you've gone a little bit further than them, and you may sometimes, if people are playing on your intelligence, they might act like that's not where they were really going, and it is. But other times you may have literally made too many logical leaps based upon what they said, so you got to pull it back a little bit. And so what he heard was, because of the viewpoint of Kanye West in the public, he heard in his head that, oh, because people say Kanye is crazy, you're saying I'm crazy because we got a lot in common. But that may or may not be where Brandon was going at the time. I'm going to lean towards not, because of Brandon's background and history when it comes to being sensitive to mental health. So I think he's going to discuss more about it. But I just thought that was kind of interesting how the sensitivity that Antonio Brown has to those assertions or those insinuations based upon everything that's been said about him in the recent and somewhat distant past.
I
take that.
Crazy, low key. What's good crazy?
Good crazy.
You calling them crazy? So
Good
you
crazy.
calling AB crazy?
Crazy gets you money nowadays.
Swagger keep it 10,000.
So when my statement around you guys are a lot alike is more so disruptive. I'm a disruptor.
Disruptive, okay.
And I'm like, I have empathy, because I'm like, yo, I can understand why he may think that way or why he may do that. So my statement, it has nothing to do with that, because I don't know your mental health. That conversation, that's everybody. That's what's going on. So like I like really go deep and go. Give me your perspective around that conversation.
But anytime a black man, African American male, become a target or become a forefront or a face of anything, you know, it's just unfortunate, you know. Imagine yourself putting yourself in my shoes as a football player. You just won a Super Bowl with a team. You won the team, you give them your all. You know, I was out since, week 6 with a torn deltoid ligament. And imagine the coach tell you, like, get the out of here. You done. Like, you hurt. They know you're hurt. They know what it is.
You did that on the Full Send podcast, because that's important.
Yeah,
Did he
like,
do that?
yeah, you done. So I'm trying to, in that moment, I'm already mad, you know, because I can't really, you know how you feel when you hurt, you already a little frustrated.
Okay, state of mind.
So I'm trying to fathom, like, he just said, get the out of here and you done.
Yeah.
That's sick.
So like, yo, I came with this team, man. I'm with you guys. Like, I'm wearing your guys' uniform, man. I'm representing you guys right now. I'm sacrificing my health to be out here with you. I just got a text from you prior to the game. You said, hey, man, just come with us. If you could go, just give us what you got. So I already had an understanding with the coach. You know what I mean? And then to come to the game and then I give him what I got and tell him, yo, I can't go no more. For him to come and be like, yo, get the out of here, you done.
Now hold up, stop, no, wait a minute. Now I know we have not sat here and watched this video halfway through and have not pressed the like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever the hell else button is lighting up down at the bottom of that screen. Don't you know they do studies to see how to make the buttons to the point where you would like to press them the most. So go on down there and press them, and that's what you do when you come to somebody's house. You bring a gift, don't you? Well, I appreciate you. Go on and do that, and we'll be right back after these regularly scheduled messages and whatever the hell else I gotta do before this video come back. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.
Was that mid-game?
Yeah, during the game. So in my mind, I'm like,
Yeah, he lives on the farm, so he don't know all of this.
oh yeah,
Sorry about that.
yeah, no pressure.
This is interesting to me because So we kind of got a little brief walkthrough of like, you know, what happened, what AD was thinking in the moment, you know, and kind of a setting, given the context, right? And so in the heat of a game, his coach kind of tells him, hey, if you're not going to do what I want you to do, get out of here. You're done. You're off the team. You know, there's physical, you know, foreshadowing of what's to come. Like, get out of here. Like, and so even though he reacts in the moment, there's parts of this that feel like, based upon his code or where he comes from, this has already been thought through in terms of his response at any given moment based upon whatever the stimulus is, right? So there's a part of it that's like it's very reactionary based upon what's happening, but that doesn't mean you haven't thought about these type of situations before, what you would do, how you would respond, right? And it sounds like he's saying, hey, listen, guys, we all come from different walks of life. We all respond and treat things differently, but the way he describes it, it's as if it's not a in the moment response. It's more of a, this is the code that I live by, and this is how I treat these type of things. If you, in the midst of a game, in the midst of the heat of battle, what have you, you know, so to speak, while you're actually performing your craft on the field, or, you know, on the sideline preparing to perform your craft. If you then tell me I'm no longer part of this, right, and you cut ties, you cut the team ties and all of that sort of thing, then I'm out. So it seems as if, you know, it was, you know, cogitated in a sense that, okay, if I receive this type of stimulus, this is what it is, just based upon, you know, my background. And what also gives credence to that is the fact that even after the fact, you know, he's like, that was, you know, it is what it is. Like, so you'll see other interviews and things. You may hear some, I feel like there's a little bit of waffling, because I think I've heard in some instances where he said, like, maybe I could have did it differently, this and that. But by and large, it seems like he's kind of standing on it, right? Based upon what took place. So I still feel like there's parts of it that's very reactionary and hot-headed, but it sounds like the comfort level he has with his decisions in these particular instances let me know that he's thought about it before. And that just is what it is, right? And he doesn't really plan on changing that. So I would have to give him more credit for being more controlled than it would seem in the public, that, you know, to say that he's not necessarily in control. He's, you know, is CTE damaged or whatever like that. See, in his mind, it seems that he thinks it's very logical and he follows it, right? He can explain it to you in a very detailed manner and logical manner. He'll explain it to you. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of reactionary aspect to it, but definitely based upon his code, his personal code, which means he's thought about it before. Yet you still are about to be clamoring to be back into the sport of this really unhealthy, toxic environment that you know is not good for your mental health. You're all over the place, just based upon everything I'm seeing from your viewpoint of what you're able to share with us about how you view the situation. And get it together. You need to get it together. But anyway,
blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles that I'm in my element. It's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like rain. I ain't never need your help. I know you wishing me well, a penny for your thoughts, but seeing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy. The riches got a mad ass son, I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up, whole team with me. Putting on for my city like OAGZ.